Hello, my name is Tara McAllister, and this would be my oral presentation for the QEP project on Apple. I decided to do Apple because I am very familiar with their product and actually am a user of their product, so I like talking about things I know about. Apple was founded in 1976 with Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak, who were actually both college dropouts, so it just goes to show you that you don't have to have a college degree to be a millionaire, because Steve Jobs died a millionaire and is world renowned for his intellect. But with that being said, Steve Jobs also decided to leave the company due to some conflicts that he had with someone that he hired to replace Steve Wozniak, who happened to be Scully. And due to him having a conflict with Scully, he then decided to go out on his own and do Next software. In the process of doing the Next software, he also purchased Pixar, which was established from the creator of Star Wars, George Lucas. Now, Pixar is also affiliated with several animated cartoons such as Toy Story, A Bug's Life, as well as Finding Nemo, which happens to be one of my favorite cartoons. Love Dory. From there, Steve Jobs remained with Next. Well, because of the issues that Apple was having during the 90s, the mid-90s, they were thought to be going belly up around 1996. And in 1997, Steve Jobs actually came in and was the CEO, as he called himself. He was an interim CEO. He didn't take the actual title of CEO until 2000. And in that time frame, he did bring Apple back from the dead, so to speak. He was making computers. At that time, they did start with like MP3 players or like audios, music audios, things of that nature. And then from there, after doing iMac with computers, he also established what we now call the iPhone, which is a huge, huge brand of phones that most consumers, or a lot of consumers, actually use. You had started out with the i3 or the iPhone 3, which was the first generations of the iPhone, and now we're up to the iPhone 6s Plus, which is the largest one that has been made. And if each year that comes, back in September of each year, he comes out, or Apple actually comes out with a new iPhone that's supposed to be better than the one before. Along with the iPhones, you also have the iMac or the notebook. You also have the iPod, the iPad, and you have the iWatch, which is a wearable device that links up with your iPhone. And we also have Apple TV. So that would consist of the product line for Apple. The products that they serve, the products that they make, create, that's their product line. With that being said, the manufacturing process for Apple does consist of quite a few different steps within that. One of them being, or what I found the most interesting, was they called the EMP Mafia, which is a part of the process that's so secretive that no one is allowed near the discussion board room or what have you when that product is being discussed, because they don't want any secrets getting out to the open public about what's being developed or processed. From there, we also discuss, in regards to Apple, the competitors, or people that they consider competitors for the Apple products. One, namely, being Samsung, and because of that, and the reason that Samsung is one of their biggest competitors is because of the phones. Apple, of course, has their iOS software. Samsung has the Android. So every time Apple comes out with a new device, Samsung seems to follow suit, and vice versa. Because of the computers, Apple also has competitors along with Dell, Hewlett-Packard, Acer. They also have, believe it or not, which I did not know this until doing this report, that because of the iTunes and things of that nature, and the Apple Pay app now that is now on the devices, they're also in competition with PayPal and Google because of that. So just a little brief history about Apple, the manufacturing process, their competitors, and I hope you learned a few things about Apple as I did, and enjoy the project as much as I enjoyed doing it. Thank you.